Welcome to MindFreedom International's office here in the historic Growers Market building there, where actually the windows in that mural above there. MindFreedom International works on human rights and alternatives of people in the mental health system. We'll be celebrating our 25th anniversary next year, and we're based here in Eugene, Oregon, right across from the Skinner's Butte here, the little hill that's at the beginning of Eugene's main street. Why don't we come in and visit the MindFreedom office? What we work on is to challenge the power of the psychiatric drug industry to promote humane alternatives to abuse in the mental health system. We're a voice for psychiatric survivors. I myself am a psychiatric survivor. 34 years ago, I experienced abuse in mental health care, and I've been doing this work ever since. MindFreedom now unites about 100 sponsored groups in more than a dozen countries, working for human rights and alternatives. I encourage anybody out there to join MindFreedom, get active in what we're doing, and come on into our office and check it out. So we're going to go on up to the office here. I love it that MindFreedom is located in Eugene, Oregon, which is has a history of kind of challenging the dominant culture. The author Ken Kesey, who wrote One Flew of the Cuckoo's Nest, was a great member, and he lived in this area. Opal Whiteley, an author who ended up in the mental health system, she lived in this area. So the counterculture actually helped create this office building that we're in, that we all own together. And so come on up and see where the MindFreedom office is. So MindFreedom's been in this building for a quarter of a century. It's a historic Growers Market building. Used to be a candy warehouse. And so social change, counterculture folks made it into a building with about a dozen social change offices. We have environmental groups, peace groups, and it's been an important part of supporting MindFreedom's work to be in this kind of culture of activism. So this is our common room area where we have our MindFreedom International monthly free mind roundtables. We've been having about 88 of them here monthly for people locally. We have a lot of local activism. We have a MindFreedom Lane County chapter here, MindFreedom Oregon affiliate, and we have affiliates actually all over the world now. I love it that we have a MindFreedom Ghana, for instance. We have activists in India. Internationally, that is the next battleground of the psychiatric system. The mental health system plans to vastly expand into Africa, Asia, poor and developing countries. We're actually working on a handbook right now for psychiatric survivors in poor and developing countries. We got a little grant for that. They have it in 6 languages, so that's an example of MFI projects. So come on into the office here, MindFreedom office. So come on into the MindFreedom office. We have our #1 volunteer here, our top volunteer, my mom, who at 93 has volunteered now for 6 years, 10 hours a week. Say hi, Mom, to the folks and tell them to join MindFreedom, huh?
Hi, everybody. Send your cards in right away. Add the money before you send it in, okay?
Yeah, Mom says send donations in soon, right, Mom?
Yes.
And she helps make sure the thank you letters get sent. We have a personal thank you for everybody that donates. And over here, Shasta, you want to say hi? Shasta is
hello, everyone.
The heart and soul of the administrative support for MindFreedom Member Services.
That's right.
So you're a psychiatric...
International Member Services, right
International
here.
Member Services, right here. You want to say something about your psychiatric survivor past?
I have a personal history that goes back about 15 years in the mental health system, and a lot of bad experiences, and also both of my grandmothers were victims of abuse in the mental health system. So I feel like this is a wonderful way to contribute and make a difference in their name.
An interesting factoid is that Shasta's a direct descendant of the famous Halley in Halley's Comet, the scientist in Halley's Comet. And I think this might be a good time to just make sure that none of the folks at home have any normality. Our most famous member is Patch Adams, and his clown troupe taught us how to screen people for normality. So we'll just quickly just do a screening here. I think there's no normal people watching this at this point. Great. Over here you can see one of the props for our recent YouTube thing we did here is we showed Sarah Palin visited. So we had this written on a hand that she does not speak for us. That's on YouTube. You can look up MindFreedom Sarah Palin. So I think the main issues MindFreedom is working on right now are the human rights alerts to stop human rights abuse. Just this week I got a phone call from a family where the elderly father is being threatened with forced electroshock. We immediately helped advise them and contact the hospital, and I think that's not going to happen. So we get out alerts to thousands of people. We promote choice in the mental health system. We have a searchable directory of alternatives, and the alternatives are by providers that sign off on pretty tough principles about choice and empowerment in mental health. We promote and coordinate MAD Pride events. You've heard of Gay Pride. We promote MAD Pride, cultural events, art, music, poetry, to celebrate psychiatric survivors and educate the public. And we also have a global campaign. We have folks that have been in the United Nations working with the disability movement. So I think one of the things that distinguishes us is that we actually challenge the power and question the power of the drug industry. MindFreedom is pro-choice. A number of our members choose to take prescribed psychiatric drugs, but we question and challenge the way the drug companies are. They're kind of like the oil companies, like BP Oil. It reminds me of what the drug companies are doing to our people, to our minds, with the massive, catastrophic over-drugging going on. And again, if you want to be on psych drugs, that's your choice. But MindFreedom is willing to talk about the bully of drug company abuse. So we're one of the few totally independent activist coalitions working for real deep change in the mental health system. We encourage you to join, get active, sign up, become a member, go to the MindFreedom website, click on the big red button, and then get active, start an affiliate, volunteer, connect up with other members, and be part of what we really are calling for is a nonviolent revolution in mental health. So I'm hoping that you can join and become active soon. Thanks.